Jump. Exhale. Welcome to Volume 2, Part 1, Perfect Kicking Techniques. In this series, I'll be going over basics, front kicks, side kicks, and roundhouse kicks. And of course, continuing into more advanced kicking techniques. I will show you how to throw each technique step by step, show you some exercises to perfect the techniques, as well as the application of each techniques. And I will be continuing into Part 2, multiple kicking techniques. Part 3, jumping techniques. Don't get too ambitious. Take each section step by step. So put your uniform on and let's get started. Okay, I hope you have warmed up and stretched out, and now you're ready for the first kick. Front kick. In this part, we're going to be talking about front snap kick, front lockout kick, as well as front thrust kick. Remember, all of this can be used in your training, as well as in tournament, and of course in self-defense situation. So first, just get into a natural standing position, and I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to relax, working on your balance and technique. Let's bring the knee up first. Work on your balance. Point the knee just nice and straight at your comfortable height. Fold the knee tight. That's the first step. Now I want you to kick it out and bring it back as quickly as you can. And then 3, down gently. Let's try that one more time. Just bring the knee up, point the knee at the target. Snap it out and back. And down. You notice it's broken down into 3 steps. Knee up, snap, and down. Let's try it one last time. Bring the knee up, snap, and down. Now let's try the other side. Again, working on your balance. 3 elements that I want you to remember, which I'll be talking about in this series. When you're kicking, always try to keep your head straight. Keep your supporting leg straight. And keep your supporting foot flat. These 3 elements will help your kicking technique. Because remember, balance always comes in a straight line. So let's try the other leg. Bring the knee up. Point the knee at the target. Snap. And down gently. Again, working on your balance, working on that knee action. One more time. Knee up. Snap. And down. And one last time, front snap kick. Knee up, balance, snap, hold it, and down gently. Now, all of these kicking techniques can be applied to the low, middle, and of course, high section. Assisting me here will be Mr. Eric San Jose, and we'll be going in through some target training with x-ray papers, as well as the foam shield. Okay, let's start out first about waist level, knee at the target. So standing still again, you bring the knee up, point the knee at the target, and you will snap and down gently. Okay, so let's get into a fighting stance, and we're going to be working both legs. Okay, remember, knee points at the target, and then you snap, and then you come back. Or you can go forward. That's totally up to you, long as you get the nice knee action. So let's try that again. Point the knee at the target, and you're going to snap and then down. And you notice after I kick, I want the knee to be pointing at the target just in case I want to kick again. So let's try it one more time. Ready? Knee at the target. Snap. And then down. Now let's go a little higher. About chest level. Remember, your knee must point at the target. Point. Snap. And down. Again. Point. Snap. Down. And one more time. Point. Snap. And down. Now let's go a little higher. Now this one I'm going to go a little bit faster, but again, same principle. You point the knee at the target, you snap, refold, and then down. And again, remember those three principles of kicking. Head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. Make sure you're not coming up on your tippy toes because that will not help your balance. Keep that foot flat. Keep that supporting leg straight. Keep that head straight. This will also help your posture and your balance. So let's go through that same leg, high. Remember, knee comes up, snaps, and then down. Again, knee comes up, snaps, and then down. One last time. Ready? Knee comes up, snap, and then down. Now let's try the other leg. This time, a little bit faster. Switch legs. Again, we're going to start out low first. You point the knee at the target, and then snap. You ready? 1, and then come back. Head straight. 2, point the knee at the target. One more time. 3, and then come back. Now let's go to the midsection, or chest level. Once again, it's a nice snap. 1, and then come back. Now you notice even after I kick, my knee is pointing at the target. Very important. Ready? 2. And come back. And one last one. 3. And then back. And finally, head level. If you can't get your leg up, your maximum level. Remember, unless you have reached that maximum point, there's no way you can go and hunt for new maximum. So you always want to try to do your best. So this way you can improve and go higher and higher and higher. Don't settle for less because it's a little easier. So let's go a little bit higher. Okay? Ready? 1. And you notice my knee is still pointing up there after the kick. Make sure you don't just drop your leg after the kick. So keep the knee right at the target, get the refold. One more time. 2. And last one. 3. And down. Okay, now let's continue to next or different kind of kicking techniques. Front lockout kick. The difference between front snap kick and front lockout kick is the actual leg action. When you lock out, you're like thrusting to accent that kicking, to accent that power. And I'm going to be again demonstrating that on the x-ray paper. Let's start out with the waist level again. Your knee will come up, exact same principle. You point the knee at the target. You will extend it out and hold it there for a split second. And then you will refold. So it'll be an actual lockout kick. Okay? So let's try that first with the left leg. So I want you to, after you kick, hold it there for a split second and then refold it back. Okay? Ready? Knee up and kick. And then back. Now you notice I held my leg out there for a second because to get the actual lockout. Okay? Well, once again, 2. And then, of course, refold. And 3. And then back. Now let's go to the midsection. Again, right away. Remember, knee at the target. Refold. And then down. Guards up. Again. 1. Get a nice lockout. Try to hold it there. I know your leg is going to drop, but you got to work on that. 2. 3. And then finally, your maximum level. Again, remember, 3 principles of kicking. Head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. Again, guards up. 1. Try to get a nice lockout. Try to hold it up there. Just imagine there's people taking pictures. Ready? 2. You got to lock it out there. Ready? 3. Okay, now let's try the other leg. Switch. Miss low section first. 1. Hold it out there. 2. Don't forget the knee. 3. Now midsection. 1. Nice lockout. Refold. 2. 3. And you're ready for the final stage, the maximum level. Ready? 1. Try to get a nice lockout. Extend it. Ready? 2. And last one. Ready? 3. And that was the last kick of the lockout. Now, final stage, the actual thrusting kicking technique. Now, in this section, we're going to be using the actual form shield. Now, in front kick, 2 different parts of the target area you can use. The instep, or the top part. This area usually used kicking low section, such as groin area. You will never kick with your toes. So therefore, you must curl your toes back, striking with ball of the foot. Just practice that. Pick up your heel off the floor gently, toes curl back, and tap lightly. It may be a little bit tender at the beginning, but you need to strengthen that so that way when you're kicking, you're not hurting your foot and, of course, your toes. Okay, now let's go through this final kick, the front thrust kick. This is used in an actual street situation or even tournament sparring. The knee action here is slightly different. You do not point the knee at the target. Your knee comes up. And in an actual kicking action, your knee will drop slightly, your hip will come forward, and your leg will extend. So this way, your leg and your hip and your foot goes in straight line. Once again, let me explain that. Your hip is here, your knee comes up. And you notice where my foot is. I'm not kicking way up there. This way I will actually miss. I'm going to be driving forward. So my knee will drop slightly, my foot will go forward, my hip will go forward. In turn, you notice my striking area is in one straight line. My leg actually straightens out. My knee drops to get that thrusting forward action. So let's try that one more time. Your knee comes up, nice and high. Tuck it in. I want you to imagine you're protecting yourself against your opponent. Your knee drops slightly. Your hip goes forward, and your leg extends. And you can see the difference. So let's try that fast. Remember, you want to forward, hip, thrusting action. Ready? Guards up. Start out nice and easy. 1, and go forward this time. Ready? 2. Remember, you're striking with ball of your foot, not with your toes. Ready? 3. 4. You want to go forward. 5. Remember, you want hip to go forward. Let's try the other leg. Again, your knee comes up, nice and high. And then as you thrust, your knee drops slightly, and your body weight goes forward into the target. Okay? Once again. Ready? 1. 2. 3. Keep those guards up. 4. 5. Okay, now the application of the front kick. You're wondering, will it work? Is it supposed to work? Absolutely, if you do it correctly. Please keep in mind your legs are longer and stronger than your arms. If Mr. Eric San Jose was to attack me, punch, or try to choke, or try to tackle me, I can always use my leg to keep him away. As you can see the length of my leg compared to his arm. Even he leans forward, it's very difficult for him to get it in their close attacking range. So that's why I will use my front kick. So from standing still, as if he were to come choke me, I just bring the knee up and stop him. Again, you can go to the body, or you can go to the groin, as well as to the kneecap, or even shin steps. Step back. Now, what if your opponent is far? There's no way you can reach this guy. Well, that's where the offensive technique comes in. And I'm sure you've heard of the phrase, best defense is quick offense. So as Mr. Eric San Jose comes to attack, I will surprise him. Rather than waiting for him, I'm going to come in and using it defensively. Watch that once again. I'm setting, he comes in, I use it defensively. I'm going to use it offensively, catch him off guard. As soon as he makes his move, I'm going to close the gap with the front foot step. And I'm going to slide that back foot up and attack with what we call offensive technique. One more time. As he makes his move, I take my step. I'm going to bring my back leg up, and instead of stepping, I may skip to close that gap quicker. Once again, let's go through the step by step. Take a front foot step, slide that back foot up, and then you will kick. Now you can see the distance. I'm not quite there. And I'm going to try to close that gap this time with front foot skip. Take the front foot step. I'm going to replace my front foot with my back foot. And same time, kick. So, defense. He's coming at me. I wait for him, and I defend. Offense. I don't wait for him. I catch him off guard. As soon as he makes his move, I move in, and then close the gap. One more time. As soon as he makes his move, I move in and close the gap. And once I get inside, I can use my hand techniques. These are application of front kicks. Okay, let's break those kicking techniques down. Front leg and back leg. Defense and offense. If you're standing still, a defense would be just bring the knee up, kick, and then down. Offense, you would take a step, close the gap, slide that back foot up to get your balance, and you would kick. And then down. Now let's try the defense first. Okay, get into a position where you're comfortable. You're going to kick with your front leg. You may have to shift your weight slightly to the back, but again, remember those three principles. Head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat, and you will always have your balance. Guards up, look at your target, just pick up the front leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go to back leg. After kick, I would like for you to come back to the same position. So once again, you're going to bring your back knee up, point the knee at the target. You're going to kick, and I would like for you to come back. Yes, you can go forward if you wish. Okay, but just for now, let's come back. Guards up, back leg. Ready? 1. Come back. 2. Let's go a little higher in this one. 3. And back. Now let's go offense. Take the front foot step first. Let's do step by step. 1. Slide your back foot up. 2. You notice I'm standing up. I need to transfer my weight. I need a balance. Front leg. 3. And position. One more time. You need to close that gap. Quicker you can close that gap, more advantageous it'll be. One more time. Front foot step. Slide your back foot up. And kick. One more time. Front foot step. Slide your back foot up. Kick. And one last time, a little bit faster. Don't stop. I want you to continue on with a skipping action. So you'll step, skip, and kick. Now let's do the back leg. Again, offense. You want to close the gap. You always close the gap with the front foot step. So you can keep your body sideways. Once again, front foot step. Bring the back leg up. Kick. and go ahead and go forward. One more time. Front foot step, and kicking with the back leg. And one last time. Front foot step, kicking with the back leg. Let's do one extra, but this time, highest it'll go. Remember the maximum level. Head straight, guards up, step. And you have just completed the first section, front kick. Okay, now let's talk about side kick. There are many different ways to throw side kicks, depending on the style. I'll be talking about that. I'll also talk about how to make your side kick better, perfect to your training, and of course, the application. Let's first start out a nice, simple, easy snap side kick. Snap side kick mostly is used with edge of your foot. Chamber comes in from standing still, without pivot, your knee just comes up, it snaps out and back, and it comes back down. Nice, easy, snap side kick. Now let's try that quickly with both legs. 3 times. Ready? Fold, snap, and down. One more time. Knee up, snap, and down. Yes, you're kicking to the side. Again, the contact is made with edge of your foot. One more time. Knee up, snap, and then down. Now the other leg. Remember the fold first. You kick out and back. It's a snap side kick, kicking with edge of your foot. Snap, and then down. One more time. Fold, snap, and then down. And one last time. Knee up, snap, and then down. Now, another kind of a side kick, almost the same, except you're kicking with your heel and with the pivot. So your knee will come up. As you snap, you will pivot the bottom foot. The reason you pivot, so that way your body weight goes forward and makes you pivoting on ball of your foot. Because if you pivot on your heel, you notice my weight goes back. That's not what you want. You want to make sure you're pivoting on ball of your foot, so it's easier for you to rotate, as well as your body weight will go forward. So let's try that. Knee up. As you snap, pivot. Ready? Snap. And down. You notice my body weight went forward. Your body should be going forward also. So let's try that. Again, guards up, fold, just bring it up, pivot, and snap, and down. One more time. Ready? Knee up, pivot and snap, and down. Let's try with the other leg. Remember, your knee comes up, straight sideways. Remember, you're kicking to your side, so your knee should be coming toward your chest. Fold. Remember, you pivot on ball of your foot, and you're going to snap it out, and then you're going to go forward. One more time. Fast. Ready? Knee up, snap, and go forward. Remember, your foot must pivot this time. Once again. Knee up, snap, and go forward. One last one. Ready? Knee up, snap, and go forward. And now, my favorite, the lockout. When you bring your knee up, you'll bring it up to your chest as high as you can. When your knee reaches the maximum level, you will rotate the bottom foot, and your heel will point at the target, as well as the supporting foot. Now let me show you that straight towards you once again. Your knee will come up towards your chest. And when you rotate, you're kicking, and your supporting heel points at the target. So this way, when you kick, all of your body weight will be going forward, as well as contact is made with the heel. Curl your foot back, curl your toes back. So your heel is sharp, like a point of an arrow. And heel is also strongest part of the foot. And that's what you'll be making contact with. Okay, now we're going to break it down into 4 steps. 1, you're going to bring your knee up and pivot. 2, you will lock out, hold it there. 3, you will refold. And 4, put it down. Let's start out with low section. Head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4 is down. Now let's go a little higher, midsection. So remember, same principle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the last one, try to get that leg up as high as you can. 4 count again. Ready? Guards up, head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's try the other leg. Now this time, instead of breaking down into 4 count, we'll go ahead and kick and hold it out there. So let's do that fast. Remember, 1 low, 1 middle, and 1 high. Remember, your knee has to come up first, and you pivot. So both heels point at the target, and you're going to thrust, refold, and then put it down. Now let's go to midsection. Now remember, we're going to do fast. Ready? Kick, back and down. And let's put one really high and your best one. Ready? Kick, and down. Okay, now let's go into the application. Okay, now you're ready for application with the target. Assisting me is Mr. Eric San Jose. Okay, the difference between side snap kick and side thrust kick is very simple. Snap kick, you're going to make contact and stop your opponent. Thrust kick, you're going to make contact and drive your opponent back. And you will be able to see the application with the target. Okay? So, 1, you're going to bring your knee up, and snap kick can be done with or without the pivot. Okay? I'll be doing it with the pivot. So you're going to go 1. As your opponent comes in, you will snap, and then down. Okay? So, ready? 1. You notice Mr. San Jose is standing at the point of the impact. 2. And as I make contact, I bring my leg back right away. Refold. Snap. 3. 4. And last one, 5. This one, as I make contact, I'll be thrusting. I'll be locking out my leg to try to drive my opponent back. Okay? Ready? 1. You notice the lockout, you notice the thrust, and my body weight went forward. Okay? 2. 3. 4. 5. Now that would be a defensive kick. Offensive kick would be if my opponent was far, I would actually have to step in, close the gap, and you notice how I step behind. As I step behind, my bottom foot is turned. My heel is pointing at the target. I bring my knee up, point the kicking heel at the target, and I would thrust and extend out. Offensive front leg side kick. Okay, again, the lockout. I would step in, 1, 2. You notice as I kick, I leave my leg out there. It's the actual thrust. 3, 4, and last one, 5. Okay, let's go into the application of the side kick in an actual situation. Once again, if your opponent is trying to attack you, grab you, choke you, tackle you, you can always use that leg to keep your opponent away. And once again, even if he had a weapon, there's no way he can reach my body or my facial area. Yes, he can reach my leg, but my body and my face is protected. Now let's put this in a situation where he's coming in to grab my wrist. A simple, passive, defensive situation. I can use this situation and apply the side kick. As he grabs, I can bring my knee up and extend it toward his kneecap. I could extend it toward his body. That will be defense. Take one step further. I use his body weight, make him come toward me by pulling him in. And then kick, simulating his attack. I make him come toward me to simulate as if he were attacking at me, and I would use defensive side kick. Okay? Fast. Aya! Again, one more time. Aya! One last one. Aya! Now, what if this guy was faster, smarter than I was? He sees me pulling back, he counterpulls. Now my body weight is shifted to the front. There's no way I can pick up this leg. Aha! I know how to do offensive kick. I shift that back leg, slide it up, shift my weight. And I would follow with offensive technique. Once again, I make my move, he makes his move. There's no way I can pick up this leg. I shift my weight. Remember, slide it back. Don't slide it front to trip over your own foot. Slide it behind, bring the leg up, and kick. Remember, he's going to be pulling you back. So you want to use his force. Okay, let's move a little smoother. I move, he moves, I slide in, and offense. One more time. I pull, he pulls, offense. One more time. Remember, use his body weight. Let him pull you into it. One last time. Pull, and offensive side kick. Okay, now you're ready for roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kick is a combination of front and side kick. You're going to be using the pivot of a side kick and snap of a front kick. So first, let's talk about straight roundhouse kick, where your knee comes up straight as if you're doing a front kick. Your knee stays in position, and you pivot as if you're doing a side kick. And from here, your knee will come across through the target as if you're doing a front kick sideways. One more time. Your knee comes straight up, points at the target. Your knee stays, pivots, and you kick through the target to make sure your contact is made. Now, let's try that. I'm coming straight towards you. Your knee's going to come straight up, and you're going to pivot, and you're going to follow through, and then come back. Get in position. Bring your knee up straight. Pivot. Snap. And down. One more time. Your knee comes up. Pivot. Keep the knee right at the target. Snap. And down. One last one. Your knee comes up, pivot, snap, and down. And I hope you didn't forget the three most important principles of kicking. Head straight, supporting leg straight, and supporting foot flat. Now let's try that with the other leg. Again, it's called straight roundhouse kick, where your knee comes straight up. You pivot, and you follow through. and then down. One more time. Knee comes up, pivots. Remember, point the knee at the target. Snap, and then down. One last one. Ready? Point the knee at the target. Pivot, and snap. And then down. That was back leg, straight, roundhouse kick. Now let's talk about full roundhouse kick. This is where your knee comes up from back, 45-degree angle, and as your bottom foot pivots, your leg will come through, and as your leg comes through, your pivot is completed. So using your body action, leg swing, and following through. So your leg is going to come out wide. So pick that knee up at 45-degree angle. Follow through. Okay, now let's try that faster. Pick it up. Remember, kick through the target. Ready? 1. Come through. 2. Wide. 3. Now the other leg. Remember, pick that knee up, 45-degree angle. As the knee comes around, rotate the bottom foot. And when the knee points at the target, extend and follow through. Let's try that fast. 1. Remember, come around wide. Full roundhouse kick. 2. And last one, 3. And the third and final roundhouse kick is the actual follow through, where you will kick and no refold. This is used in board breaking or in full contact tournament sparring, where you will actually kick. Instead of refolding, you will kick and actually follow through. Again, just like as if you're doing that full round kick, this is for the maximum power. Your knee comes up, you kick, and you follow through. Once again, all the way through. Ready? Kick and follow through. There's no refold. You're putting everything into it. Just follow through and land in the front. 3. Now the other leg. Remember, follow through. Ready? 1. Come around wide. 45-degree angle. 2. And the last one, 3. So you have a straight, you have a full, and you have a full and follow through. Now you're ready for the application. Okay, now you're ready to practice with the target. First, straight roundhouse kick with the front leg. Your knee's going to come straight up, but I want you to pivot same time. Don't bring it straight up as if you're doing front kick this time. I want you to bring it up and pivot and point the knee at the target. So that'll be 1. On 2, you will snap through. And 3, you'll put it down. Again, you're kicking about waist level. So 1, 2, and 3. It's just a quick snap. And the contact is made with the instep, the top of the foot. If you're doing board breaking or you're going to make a harder contact, yes, you can curl your toe and your foot back and kick with ball of the foot. Okay, once again, 3 count. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's go a little bit higher, midsection. Remember, point the knee at the target. Once again, 1, 2, and 3. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, knee has to come straight up. And the last one, head level, or your maximum level. 3 count. Again, try to remember those 3 principles. Head straight. Supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. And I don't want you to just remember it. I want you to do it. 1, Point the knee at the target. 2, snap, and then 3 is down. Once again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now let's try with the other leg. A little bit faster. Low section first, midsection, and then high section. Point the knee at the target. We're still working on straight roundhouse kick, where your knee comes straight up like a front kick, and then you're pivoting like a side kick. Point the knee at the target. 1, 2, and 3. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Midsection. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1. Hold your balance. 2, and then 3. Last one, head level, or your maximum level. 1, point the knee at the target. 2, and 3. Again, head straight. 1, 2, 3. And those were front leg straight roundhouse kick. Now let's go to the back leg straight roundhouse kick. Your back knee comes straight up as if you're doing a front kick. As you pivot, you will be snapping. So again, this is the fastest roundhouse kick you will throw because the kick travels in a straight line. Your knee comes straight up, and as you kick, you pivot. Nice and quick, almost like a front kick. Let me show you that straight to you. It comes straight up, almost like a front kick, and at last second, it'll pivot into a round kick. Let's see that one more time. Knee comes straight up like a front kick, almost like a fake. Last second, it pivots into a roundhouse kick. That's why it's called straight roundhouse kick. Let's go back with the target. Okay? Low first. Okay? We'll start out low. Ready? 1. Remember, straight first. Pivot at last second. 2. Midsection. 1. 2. High section. Remember, your knee comes straight up like a front kick. 1. 2. Now let's try the other leg. Bring your knee straight up as if you're doing front kick. Ready? 1. And you pivot. 2. Now, midsection. Remember, your knee's going to come straight up. Last second, it'll pivot and follow through. 1. 2. And then last one, head face level. 1. 2. And that was straight roundhouse kick. Okay, now you're ready for roundhouse kick or full roundhouse kick, where your leg comes in a circular motion. It doesn't come straight in. It comes at 45-degree angle, and this is for the power kick. Here I will demonstrate 2 different ways. 1, with the instep. 2, with ball of the foot. No, I'm not kicking with my toes. So your knee will come up, you will follow through, and refold. Back leg, big circular motion. You notice I follow through, lock out, and then refold it. Once again. And one more time. Now with the ball of the foot, I want to show you step by step. Again, knee comes up. Don't just curl your toes back, but you also have to curl your foot back. So you're not kicking with the toes. Your foot wants to be curled back also. Okay, so not just your toes, but also your foot. So your ball of your heel is sticking out. Again, full action as if you're breaking board. And 1. Following through with the ball of the foot. 2. And 3. Now let's try that with the other leg. I want you to imagine there's a bucket, and you don't want to trip that bucket. You need to go around that. You're making a full range motion, full roundhouse kick. So come around with the instep first. Lock out, refold. 2. Lock out, refold. 3. Now with the ball of the foot. Curl your toes back, curl your foot back. If you have tender toes, start out gently. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now let's go into the follow through. This time you will be using same action, full roundhouse kick. Instead of refolding, you will follow through and step forward. There's no refold. This technique is used primarily in tournament sparring or full contact sparring. Because if you're using this technique in a forms competition, you probably won't get very good grades because there is no refold. Remember, proper technique, fold, kicking technique, and refold. This kick does not have a refold because it has follow through. And it's used more in actual tournament or full contact sparring. So your knee comes up in a circular motion. You will kick and actual follow through. Okay, once again. 2 and 3. Now let's try the other leg. Remember, you're going to kick and put your hip, body weight into it. Don't just lock out and refold. Don't snap. I want you to kick, follow through. 2 and 3. And those were 3 different types of roundhouse kicks: straight, full, and follow through. Now you're ready for the application of a roundhouse kick. When your opponent is coming in, you will incorporate the roundhouse kick with the side step to get your body in position and also get away from the line of attack. So as Eric comes into attack, I sidestep to avoid the line of the attack. My body is in position for the roundhouse kick. One more time. As he comes in, I sidestep and then roundhouse kick. However, if your opponent is too close because they came in too fast, remember, I can always step to the other side as well. You don't always have to go to the right or to the left. You can go either side. Now I'm very close. I don't have room to kick. But don't forget the first step of the roundhouse kick is bring the knee up sharply. So here you have knee attack. One more time. As he comes in, you sidestep and knee strike. One last time. As he comes in, sidestep and knee strike. So the roundhouse can be used with the knee or with the kick. Now you're ready for defense as well as offensive roundhouse kick. Please keep in mind, front leg roundhouse kick, you cannot do a full roundhouse kick because your knee is already in the front. Full roundhouse kick must start from the back. And since your knee is already in the front, you can only do straight roundhouse kick. Remember, your knee must come straight up. You don't want to bring your knee back so you can do a full roundhouse kick. So let's try that. Defense without any step. Your knee's going to come up. You're going to snap and refold. Ready? 1. And then down. Don't forget to get that pivot in there. Ready? 2. And one more time. 3. Now let's try offense. With the front foot step, your back foot's going to slide up. And as it slides up, try to bring your heels together, heel to heel. And you'll notice my bottom foot is already pivoted. Knee up and snap. And 3. And don't forget the 3 most important aspects of kicking. Head straight, supporting leg straight, and supporting foot flat. Let's try that again. Offense. Front foot step. Don't leave your body weight back there. Transfer that body weight to the front. Bring the back leg up, skip, and roundhouse kick. Let's try that a couple times fast. Ready? Front foot step. 1, 2, and one more time. 3. Now let's try the other side. Defense first. Your front knee comes up and snaps. Don't forget to pivot. Ready? 1, 2, head straight, 3, and offense. Front foot step first, slide your back foot up, and front leg roundhouse kick. Let's try that fast. Try to step first. Don't try to skip right away. Step first. Ready? 1, 2, and the last one. Don't forget, front foot step. Cover the distance. 3. And that was defense and offense of front leg. Now let's go to the back leg. When you're doing back leg, again, standing still, back leg, kick, and I want you to step forward. Let's do a full roundhouse kick. I want your knee to come around in a big circular motion. Remember we talked about that. Ready? 1, and come forward. Remember, big circle. Bring that knee around. Feel that body weight. Feel that power. 2, 3. And now offense. You will take a front foot step to close the gap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now let's go to the other side. Remember, we're still doing full roundhouse kick. You're going to bring the leg around in a circular motion and 45-degree angle, pivot, follow through, and land. Refold. Let's do 1 low, 1 middle, and 1 high. Ready? 1, follow through. Middle, 2, and high. 3. That was defense. To make it offense, you would take a front foot step to close the gap. Let's do all 3 of them at your highest level. Ready? Step first. 1. Don't forget to refold. 2. And remember the 3 principles. Head straight, supporting leg straight, supporting foot flat. But don't just remember, do it. Last one. 3. And that was defense and offense of the front leg and back leg roundhouse kicks. Now you're ready for the hook kick. Hook kick takes 2 kicks, the side kick and the roundhouse kick, and combines together and makes it a hook kick. I want you to use the pivoting action of the side kick, where your heels point at the target. And I want you to kick out 45-degree angle as if you missed your target, and you will use the refolding action of a roundhouse kick to make it a hook kick. And contact is made either with your back of your heel or bottom of your heel or even your whole bottom of your foot. So let's try that one more time. Your knee comes up and you pivot just like you're doing side kick. Kick out as if you missed it, and I want you to hook your leg back. Refold. as if you're doing roundhouse kick. So at the end, your knee will point at the target. One more time. Your knee comes up, hooks, and down. And you notice at the end, my knee is pointing at the target. Let's try the other leg. You point your knee at the target, pivot, and it'll kick out at 45-degree angle, and you hook across, and then down. Okay, let's try that fast. Knee up, and you hook across, and then down. Remember, knee points at the target at the end. One more time. Knee up, hook across, and then down. One more time. Knee up, point the heels at the target, hook across, and then down. Now with the target. This time we'll be using 2 x-ray papers. You must start at one end, follow through, and end at the other side to make sure the contact is made. We'll do first defensively, and then we'll do offensively. Okay? Standing still, your knee will come up, and it'll hook through. Remember, point the toes so you can kick with either bottom of your foot, bottom of your heel, or if your opponent is close enough, back of your heel. So let's try that. Remember, knee comes up, it extends out, and it goes through both papers, and then down. Okay, fast. 1, 2, and 3. Now offense. You have to close the gap. Remember, you have to kick out, follow through. Front foot step first. Ready? 1, 2. Remember, front foot step, close the gap. 3. The footwork here is similar, exactly like side kick. Your front foot step, step behind, and simulate the side kick, extend it out, bring it back, and down front. Now let's try the other leg. Front leg first. Defense, without the step. Fold your knee, extend it out, make sure you go through both papers, and down in the front. Ready? Fast. 1, 2, and 3. Now offense. Remember, front foot step first, cross behind, just like you're doing the side kick. Transfer the weight, pick that front leg up, and front leg hook kick, offense. Fast. 1, 2, and 3. Now that was front snap hook kick. Now in sparring situation, hook kick can be used with straight leg. If your opponent is close, sometimes when you bring your knee up, as you can see, I'm going to get jammed. So in this situation, I just swing my leg up. Just use the swinging action, and in last second, I would just snap my leg back. It may not be as powerful as the snap, but it still works. Let's try that again. Remember, swing the leg up. Don't fold because you're going to get trapped. Okay, just swing and hook it back. One more time. Remember, swing it up and hook it back. Now let's try the other leg. This is a swing hook kick. Don't fold. Swing it up. Keep your leg straight. And then last second, fold that leg. One more time. Ready? 2. And then last one, 3. Okay, now the application of 2 different hook kicks. One with the snap and one with a swing. If you assume a fighting situation, and if you have enough distance between you and your opponent, hook kick can be used with the fold. And instead of throwing a side kick, because of the knee position, you can fake by going to the side and hooking it back. If your opponent is close enough, instead of making the contact with your bottom of your foot, the contact will be made with your heel. Now let's get a little closer. Here, I don't have room to fold my leg. I can get trapped by his knee or even his body. I want to just go out, pick up my leg, swing. And then last second, I'll just hook it back. One more time. I'll just swing to avoid his knee and his body and just hook it back. So there will be application of a snap hook kick where you have a little more distance, or swing where you're a little bit closer, where you don't have a lot of room to fold your knee. Now you're ready for crescent kicks. Crescent kicks can be done inside, outside, or outside, inside. It can be done with a straight leg as well as with the snap. So let's go over that. Nice and easy. With the back leg, your leg will come inside of your body first. And it will go around in a circular motion, front of your body or your face, and it'll come back. Once again, your leg comes in and around. I want you to make a nice circular motion. Contact is made either side of your foot, the edge, or with your heel if you're catching your opponent on the way down. Now let me show you with the other leg. Your legs come inside first, and it goes in a circular motion, and it comes back. One more time. Your leg comes inside first, and circular motion. That will be inside, outside. Now let's go through outside, inside. Your leg does exactly backwards. It goes out, and it comes back in. Contact is made with your inside of your foot, or again, the bottom of your heel or back of your heel, if you're catching your opponent on the way down. So bring your leg out and in. Remember, the kick has to go through your whole body. Okay, big circular motion. Again, out and in. Now just try with the other leg. Nice and slow. Don't worry about the height. Just get the feel of the circular motion. Remember, that's why it's called crescent kicks. Outside to inside. Ready? Out and in. Follow through. One more time. Out and in. Now, let's go through some swing kicks. These are the kicking techniques that will help you with crescent kicks. Get into a fighting stance. Keep your leg nice and straight. I want you to swing your leg straight up towards your shoulder. Remember to try to keep your head straight. Supporting leg straight. Supporting foot flat. Keep your guards up. Nice and easy. 1. Just swing it straight up. This is just to loosen up your leg to get the momentum of the swing. 2. 3, 4, 5. Now let's bring the same leg across your body. Keep your head straight, and I want you to bring your leg across towards your opposite shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want you to bring your leg inside and continue on and follow through and make that inside, outside crescent kick. Ready? 1. Big circle. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now, switch, other leg. Left leg, straight up toward the same side shoulder. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. Across your body, opposite side. Keep your body straight. Remember those three principles. Head straight, supporting leg straight, and supporting foot flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And full crescent kick. Remember, bring it in first, follow through, and bring it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, outside to inside crescent kicks. Let's go through it fast. To help get you started, go ahead and put your hand in front of you. And I want you to imagine that's your target. Bring your leg out as you swing it across. I want you to hit your hand with inside edge of your foot. So let's do it slowly first. Ready? Bring it out. 1. And follow through. Okay? So picture you have a target in front. If you like, you can leave your hand there. Let's go through it fast 3 times. Outside in. 1. Come back. 2. 3. And the other side. Put your hand in the front. Let's do a slow motion. Remember, come across. Hit your hand with inside of your foot. Okay, bring it out. Hit and land in the front. Cards up. Let's go through it fast. 1. Imagine there's a target. You can have your hand there. 2. Last one. 3. And that was crescent kicks. Now let's continue on with a snap crescent kicks, which are exactly the same thing as the swing crescent kicks, except your leg bends, snaps, and refolds at the end. Fighting stance. Your knee comes up as if you're doing a front kick at 45-degree angle. As you snap, you will follow through, refold, and then come back. Now let's try that fast. Ready? Remember, try to get the little snap into it. Fold. 1, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. Switch leg. Once again, slow motion. Your knee comes up. Fold. Snaps through. Refold. And then down. Remember the contact surface. Is it with the outside edge or your heel? Fast. 1, 2, 3. Now, inside, outside. Same knee action, just different angle. Your knee comes up, it snaps, and refolds, and down in the front. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to picture that imaginary target, and your leg has to go through. Contact is made with the inside or your heel of the foot. Other leg. Ready? 1, 2. You want to fold your leg. Get that snap into it. 3. And those are crescent kicks. Swing, snap, inside and outside. Okay, let's continue our crescent kicks with the target practice. Have your partner hold the target just as if they're holding a target for hook kick. Because remember, hook kick and crescent kicks, they're both circular kicks. So I want you to stand about first starting out wide as your head or your shoulder. You're going to bring your leg inside and out. Inside, outside, crescent kick first. Get into a fighting stance and make sure you go through both targets. Cards up. 1, 2, 3. Now let's try outside, inside. Same action, opposite way. 1. Follow through. 2, 3. And let's go to the other side. Remember, you're going to come inside first and then outside. Inside, outside. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And outside, inside. 1. Follow through. Hit both papers. 2, 3. Now, offensive crescent kick. Take a front foot step to close the gap. And when you step, you can step right behind the foot or crossing behind the whole leg, whichever is more convenient for you. But again, you want to try to use that skipping action. Okay? Ready? Stepping in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's try the other side. Guards up, front leg, closing the gap. Cross behind or right at the foot. And follow through with inside, outside, crescent kick. Offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, all of these kicking drills can be done defensively, offensively. And as we talked about earlier, you can do it with straight leg, just like I demonstrated, inside, outside, just like I demonstrated. You can continue on by doing outside, inside, and also with bent leg by using the snapping action in the crescent kick. Hiya! Imagine you're in a confrontation with a stranger. If you're in a close distance, it's very difficult for you to kick or punch. So therefore, you're coming in a circular motion, just as if you're using that hook kick before. You go outside, come around a circular motion, contact is made with side of your foot toward his face, and follow through. Start out first with the target. Here, I want you to imagine my hands are Mr. San Jose's head. I will come in and hit and down. So if I were close, I would come in and make the contact with side of the foot, crescent kick, because it's a circular action, and I'll be able to protect myself with the crescent kick. Combining the swing kicks that you've just did with the crescent kick, you have what we call an axe kick. Your leg will come in as if you're doing a crescent kick, except it stops at the middle and it comes straight down as a chop using an axe. Contact is made again with the whole bottom of the foot or even with bottom of your heel. Now let's go through that slow. Your leg comes inside, and when it reaches its top point, you must stop. You don't follow through like you're doing a crescent kick. You must come up, stop, and bring your leg straight down, which is the opposite of a swing kick that we just did. So once again, your leg comes up and straight down. Okay, let's try that fast. This is inside, outside, axe kick. Comes in, straight down. Guards up. 1. Pull it down. Get it up nice and high and pull it down. 2. 3. Now let's try outside, inside, axe kick. Once again, just like a crescent kick, except when it reaches its maximum height, bring it straight down. Don't follow through. Use that chopping action of the axe. Ready? 1, straight down. 2, 3. Now the other leg. Your legs come in first, and it swings, stops at the maximum point, straight down. Ready? 1, straight down. 2, come around, straight down. 3. Now the outside, inside axe kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And these are your axe kicks. Okay, let's continue on with the target practice. Instead of having your partner holding the target vertically, turn the paper horizontally. Instead of going through, like you did with the crescent kick, you're going to come straight down. Start out low, and let's work our way up, okay? Inside, outside. You're going to bring the leg up. When it reaches maximum point, come straight down. Again, contact is made either with bottom of the foot or with the bottom of the heel. 2. Okay, a little higher. 3. A little higher. 4. And your maximum height. 5. Now, let's go outside, inside. Same action. Your knee comes out in a circular motion and comes straight down using that chopping axe motion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, a little higher, 4. Remember, it has to go out and straight down. 5. Okay, let's try the other side. Remember, inside and straight down. Ready? Guards up. 1, 2, 3. Straight down. Remember, get the leg up, straight down. 4. And the last one, 5. Outside, inside. Ready? 1. Remember, swing it out and chop it down. 2. Bring the leg down. 3. You don't want the leg to get caught up there, so bring it down hard. 4. And last one, your maximum height, 5. And that was the target practice for the axe kick. Okay, the application of the axe kick. Axe kick can be used to knock your opponent's guard down, as well as follow through with a strike. Whether you're using inside or outside axe kick, or outside or inside axe kick, you can use both technique to knock your opponent's guard down and set up. So here, I'm going to knock the guard down with the first and second. Hiya! Follow through. Okay, now you're ready for the inverted kick. Let's start out with the butterfly stretch. Because in inverted kick, you will use the knee action from the butterfly stretch. And from here, you will extend your leg out sideways, which is inverted kick. Now let's try that standing up. Okay, from fighting stance, bring your knee up and your foot up, just like you're doing that butterfly stretch. Your knee points at the target. Your foot comes inside, not outside. And your kick will come across, as almost if you are turning the kick upside down. That's why it's called inverted kick. So let's bring the knee up. You notice your leg comes inside. Tuck your feet in. Grab your foot if you have to. As you release, your leg comes inward and comes down. Let's try that again. Your knee comes in, sideways. Okay? Not out, but in. Your leg comes in, circular motion, and goes forward. One more time. Your leg comes in, comes through, and down. Contact is made with the top of the foot, or if you curl your foot back, with ball of the foot. Now let's try the other leg. Your knee comes inward. Remember, just like the butterfly stretch. And your kick comes in, inverted kick. One more time. Knee comes in, just like you're doing the butterfly stretch, kick, and down. And one last one. In, kick, and down. Hello. Hi-ya! Now you're ready for the target practice. Let's start with the front leg. I want you to stand side by side with your partner. Your knee comes up, points, and becomes in a circular motion. Again, to practice, kicking with top of your foot, point the toes. Okay, ready? Knee up, and you're going to snap through. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's try the back leg. Your knee comes in, as if you're doing the butterfly stretch. So you need to get that foot up. Higher your foot comes up, higher your knee will go up, so therefore you can kick higher. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And let's try the other leg. Front leg first, from standing still. Again, don't worry about the height. Start out low, work your way up. Ready? Knee comes up, foot comes up. Keep that leg tight, just as if you're doing the butterfly stretch. Point the toes, kicking with the top of the foot, release. 2, and down 3. Ready? Front leg. 1, 2, and 3. Now the back leg. Remember, use your guard. Use that momentum. Change your guard and follow through. 1, 2, and 3. And those are your inverted kicks. The application of the inverted kick, or sometimes it's called as the sneaky kick. Both of your body is facing the same direction, open stance. His guard is in tight. I can't use the front kicks, side kicks. I have to go outside. Here, my knee comes in, and there's an inverted kick to the body. Okay, once again. Very close range. His body's tight. I will use the inverted round kick or inverted kick. Okay, in a closer range, in a confrontation situation, inverted kick can be used to the face, where you don't have a lot of space. Again, your leg is too long to kick to the lower section of the body. If you're flexible enough, your knee can come up, your foot will come up, and from here, inverted kick can be used to the head. Once again, your knee comes up, your foot comes up, even in its close range. Your foot can come up and strike to the head in a close situation. Okay, now you're ready for some spinning kicks or reverse kicks. We're going to put all the kicks that we have gone through and put it into reverse kicks. Let's first start it out with reverse side kick. From fighting stance, first you point the front foot at the target, your heel, so you will pivot. What that does is it clears the path for the rear leg or your back leg to be able to come around. Right now, you can only see my back leg from the front. When I pivot that front foot, you should be able to see my back leg from the rear, which gives me the path to kick. Now, I must turn my head and spot, so I don't get dizzy or I don't lose my balance. Now I have a clear path to do my reverse side kick. One more time. From a fighting stance, I turn my front foot pointing at the target, so my heel is pointing at the target. I turn and spot, and I pick up my rear leg and kick. That's a reverse side kick. Now let's try it going left as well as going right. Okay? First, let's go to the left. Get into a fighting stance. Don't forget to spot, so this way you don't lose your balance. Remember to keep that head nice and straight. Ready? Pivot, look, and kick. Again, pivot, look, and kick. One more time. Pivot, look, and kick. Now the other side. Again, get into the fighting stance. Front foot pivots, heel points at the target. You rotate, spot, look, and side kick. Reverse side kick. Pivot, look, kick. Again, pivot, look, kick. And one more time. Pivot, so your heel is pointed, look, and kick. Okay, those are your reverse side kicks with your back leg. You can also do them with your front. From fighting stance, your back leg will step through, and your heel will point at the target. Your body will turn, spot, and kick. Those are front reverse side kick. Let's see that in fast motion. From fighting stance, you will step, follow through, front reverse side kick. Let's try again, to the left and to the right. From fighting stance, I'm going to step through with my back leg because I want to kick with my front. That's why this is called front reverse side kick. Okay, step through, spot, and kick. Okay, let's try that fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now to the other side. Remember, step through with your back leg. Point that heel to the target. Look and spot where you're going to kick. And kick through. Front reverse side kick. Fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Those are your front and back leg reverse side kicks. Okay, now you're ready for the application of the reverse and front reverse side kick. From a fighting stance, if you're in a closed stance where your body and your partner's body is facing opposite direction, you would use a reverse side kick. Coming from the back leg, around in a circular motion where there's nothing in your way. So you would turn, spot, and you have a clear path to do the reverse side kick. The good counter for this is if your opponent is coming with a roundhouse kick, which leaves his body wide open. So as you see the roundhouse kick coming, as soon as you block, boom, you will counter right away. One more time, roundhouse kick, block, and counter right away. Now, front reverse side kick. In an open stance, where your body and your opponent's body is facing same direction. If you spin and do a regular reverse side kick, you may catch your opponent's back or even his elbow. That's not what you want to do. You want to be able to catch to the front. So you would fake or follow up with the back foot step and reverse side kick. So once again, step with the back foot, because you're going to be able to kick with your front leg, front, reverse side kick. That was the application of the front and back leg reverse side kick. Now let's continue with reverse roundhouse kick. Same principle. Take the front foot, pivot, point your heel to the target so that way your path is clear. Turn and spot. Bring your knee straight up and point your knee at the target. And roundhouse kick. One more time. Take the front foot, point the heel. Turn, spot. Knee up and point the knee and roundhouse kick. So your knee comes straight up and kick comes in a roundhouse kick circular action. Let me show you that fast. Turn and roundhouse kick. Now, let's try that to the left and to the right. Okay, first let's go to the right. I want you to be able to point the heel to the target, and I want you to turn and look, spot, and bring the knee straight up and round kick. One more time. Pivot, spot, kick. Again, pivot, spot, kick. And one last one, pivot, spot, kick. Now the other side. Point the front foot so your heel is pointing at the target. Turn, spot. Point the knee at the target and roundhouse kick. Once again, reverse roundhouse kick. Pivot, spot, and kick. Pivot, spot, and kick. And one last one. Pivot, spot, kick. Okay, that was back leg, reverse, roundhouse kick. Now let's try that with front leg. Now this time, instead of stepping through to the front, like you did it with the reverse side kick, you're going to step through the back. So this way, you can use that momentum to do that roundhouse kick. Once again, you're going to step with the back leg, not front, but to the rear. And roundhouse kick. One more time. Remember, spot your head, turn to your back. You're kicking with your front leg. That's why it's called front reverse roundhouse kick. So take the back leg, come to the rear, and roundhouse kick. Now, let's try that with both sides again. Let's go to the right side first. Remember, coming around with the back leg, not to the front, to the rear. And spot, and roundhouse kick. So you want to be able to kick with your front leg. Front reverse round kick. Ready? Turn in spot. And round kick. One more time. Turn in spot. Round kick. And last one. Turn in spot. And round kick. Let's try the other side. Take your back leg. Step through to your rear, to your back. Spot. Don't forget to look. And back leg. Roundhouse kick. Remember, you want to be able to kick with your front leg. When you step through, the front leg becomes your back leg. And makes you spot and kick. Let's try that again. Step and spot and kick. And one last one. Step and spot and kick. And that was your back leg and front leg reverse roundhouse kick. Okay, application of the reverse roundhouse kicks. Continuing from reverse side kick. Remember we talked about closed stance, where you want to kick toward the open target. Spot and reverse side kick. Once you've set that up, next time you turn, he will drop his guard. Same turn, same spot. Instead of throwing a reverse side kick, your knee will come straight up and roundhouse kick, which comes from the opposite side. So it comes almost like a reverse side kick. Last second, your knee comes straight up and voila, from the other side. Once again, turn in spot, bring your knee up and comes from the other side. So reverse, roundhouse kick. One more time, reverse, roundhouse kick. Let's come this way. Now, front reverse roundhouse kick. Same principle. You turn and spot as if you're throwing a reverse side kick to the open target area. Now you have a runner, which means as you make your move, your opponent is moving back. So it's very hard for you to cover the distance. Knowing that, you fake with the back leg, and as he makes his move, you follow up with front leg, front reverse roundhouse kick. So once again, you'll step through with the back leg, fake, and follow through. One more time, step through, and follow through. So depending on the situation and depending on your opponent, you can use the front or back leg reverse roundhouse kick to find the open target. Okay, let's get ready for reverse hook kicks. Again, from fighting stance, pivot the front foot so you can spot and get better balance. And this time you're kicking out at a 45-degree angle and you're hooking across. And I would like for you to come all the way back. So it's almost like 360, reverse hook kick. Slow motion. Pivot, spot, knee up, kick out, hook it back, and down. One more time. Pivot, spot, knee up, kick out, hook it back, and follow through all the way back. Fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And don't forget to fold and follow through. Let's try the other side. Slow motion first. Pivot, spot, knee up, kick out at 45-degree angle, hook it back, and follow through all the way. 360 degrees. Ready? 1, 2, come all the way around. 3, and back. That was back leg, reverse hook kick. To make it a front, you would simply follow through with your back leg. This will give you a little extra momentum. And reverse, hook kick. Once again, step with the back foot, front, reverse, hook kick. One more time. Step through, front, reverse, hook kick. Now let's try with the other leg. Stepping through the back leg and following through, turn, reverse, hook kick. Fast, step. Once again, ready? Remember, step first and follow through. And one last one. Step and front reverse hook kick. Application of the hook kicks. From closed fighting stance, your kick comes to the open area and hooks across. Because the hook kick is a circular motion, it can be used in a closer range. In a reverse side kick, you went for the open target. If you're too close, your leg may get jammed. Therefore, you go outside where there's a clear path, your knee will come up, and nice reverse hook kick. Okay, once again, you want to go to the open area, reverse, hook kick. So this way you don't get jammed. Front reverse hook kick is you use more in an open or long range distance. Again, you'll fake with the step to close the gap and follow through, reverse hook kick. Once again, step, follow through, and reverse hook kick. Reverse crescent kicks. Just like all the other spinning kicks, reverse crescent kicks comes from the rear. However, your foot position will be slightly different. Step by step. Front foot turns, so your heel is pointing at the target. You turn your head and your body to spot. However, your supporting foot turns with your body, so your foot is at least perpendicular, 90-degree angle to your target. So this way your foot can be in position to come across in a circular motion and do a crescent kick. If your foot does not turn, you will be in a split position where you may pull or strain your groin muscles. So make sure that foot follows through, so this way you are in a comfortable position to do that crescent kick. Once again, turn the front foot, spot, get the foot around, and reverse crescent kick. So remember, as you do the kick, you want the supporting foot to be turning. So when you come across and land, you are in a good fighting or natural position. Now let's go through that fast. Don't forget to turn, spot. Ready? Reverse crescent kick. 1. You notice my foot came across. Don't leave that foot behind. Ready? 2. 3. Now the other side. Just like before, front foot turns and heel is pointed at the target. Turn your head to spot. Don't forget to turn that bottom foot so it's at least perpendicular to the target line. So the kicking leg can come across nice and easy with a crescent kick. So reverse crescent kick. Ready? 1. 2. And 3. That was back leg reverse crescent kick. To perform the front reverse crescent kick, just like before, take the back leg, step through. But when you're stepping through, don't go straight in, but turn into it to get yourself set. And with your back leg, which is originally a front leg, crescent kick. So front, reverse, crescent kick. One more time. Step with your back leg, and you're going to be kicking with your front leg. And one last one. Front, reverse, crescent kick. Now the other side. Step with your back leg, and reverse, crescent kick. Front, reverse, crescent kick. Ready? Go. And one last time. Ready? Go. Front and back leg, reverse crescent kicks. Okay, application for the reverse crescent kicks. Unlike hook kicks, if your hip is really tight, where you can't get the leg up to kick to the face level with a side kick or a hook kick, you may be able to do it with a crescent kick, because crescent kick uses different muscles. So in close range, if your hip is not flexible enough to get the leg up there, by keeping your body nice and straight, almost as if you're doing front kick or a swing kick. And if you can get the leg up, you can kick to the face level. So you do not always have to do side kicks or hook kicks to be able to kick somebody in the face. You can use crescent kick. So in close range, just bring the knee up and in a circular motion. Best way to use the crescent kick is in open stance, where both of your body, you and your partner's bodies facing same direction. The reason this is effective is because you're coming from the blind side, where he can't see too well. And what he can't see, he can't block. So in close range, you would turn, reverse, crescent kick. Once again, in close range, reverse, crescent kick. Front reverse crescent kick, you step through to close the gap, and front reverse crescent kick. And one more time, step through to close the gap, and front reverse crescent kick. This concludes perfect kicking techniques. Remember, don't get too ambitious. Take it one step at a time. Start your kicks at low, middle, and work your way up to high level. Make sure you warm up and stretch out thoroughly before you perform any of the kicking techniques. And don't forget the 3 principles: keeping your head straight, supporting leg straight, and supporting foot flat. And if you keep that in mind and you train, you'll be on your way to performing perfect kicking techniques. See you in part 2, where we put all of the kicks together into multiple kicking techniques.